Hello. If you've come to my channel, it means you already know what panic attacks are, you've felt them, or someone you know suffers from this condition. At the end, I'll share some practices on how to treat panic attacks, which ones are necessary, and whether panic attacks can be cured at all. I suffered from panic attacks for about 20 years, starting from the age of 8 until I was 28. So, at 8 years old, I was a refugee from Karabakh with my parents. We were fleeing at that time and first flew to Moscow, where we decided to go see the holiday trees. And unfortunately, in the subway, I fainted for the very first time. My parents didn't know what to do about it or what it even was. Naturally, I was gasping for air back then. It was really hard to breathe. I fainted, and my parents took me to a local hospital in Moscow where they unfortunately kept me for 3 days. Even though we weren't living in Moscow then, for me, it was all completely new. It all just added up to even more stress. And later, once we had moved to Taganrog, my panic attacks started hitting me almost every month or two. And every single time, it ended with me fainting. I had so many EKGs and brain MRIs. And brain MRIs performed. So, the suction cups, everything that was needed, they checked my neurons and everything was fine. But what was happening remained a mystery. At 27, I finally started looking more deeply into what was actually happening to me. Because everyone told me, well, it's some kind of congenital thing, or maybe something's wrong with your heart, although your EKG is perfect. So I started reading more. I also started therapy with a psychologist, and we dug up where it all came from. So, besides the fact that it happened really in a stuffy room, besides the fact that I was stressed at the time because my parents were stressed and all of that piled up, and then it just started rolling like a snowball. The ball kept gathering more and more stress and just gave me these panic attacks in the form of me fainting. I'll tell you if panic attacks can be cured. I'm telling you from my own experience. Yes, they can be cured. I did it within a year. I'm cured, living my best life. And the most interesting thing is that sometimes clients come to me and say, Valentina, well, help us at least a little bit. We know it's incurable, that we have to live with this for the rest of our lives. No, that's not true. No, panic attacks can be completely cured. You can live your best life. And by the way, all the things that go along with panic attacks, as you've probably noticed, the body reacts very strongly to the weather. Headaches, often blood pressure rises. That's besides all the other symptoms, like your heart racing, a weight in your chest, throbbing in your head, tremors in your hands. After we've cured the panic attack, this whole thing goes away. So since I was 28 years old, I honestly haven't reacted to the weather at all. It doesn't bother me in any way. I'm living my best life peacefully. But the thing is, if you ever really find yourself in a very stressful situation, maybe one that feels overwhelming or hard to manage, and you start to feel the same symptoms you had with panic attacks before, you just already know what to do about it. You know how to stop it. And you also know that it won't lead to another snowball effect of a huge number of panic attacks. So you'll talk to yourself once, do the practices I recommend, and that's it. And so it happened once, you heard it, first of all realized it was that, worked through it, and you live on, and it doesn't come back. So panic attacks can be cured, and you can live peacefully, even though there's a lot going on in the world. It might come back one day, but you'll know how to stop it. First of all, you'll be able to identify it right away and stop it and never have to deal with it again. And that's the most important thing. So panic attacks are treatable, and if you're ready to work on it, that's great. Because again, there can be many secondary gains from panic attacks. When people gather around you, everyone tries to save you. All your relatives coddle you and don't let you do anything because you suffer from panic attacks. They try not to upset you so you're not sad, so that everything is just perfect for you. It's a secondary gain that many get hooked on, and they just don't want to cure their panic attacks anymore. And it's completely unconscious. They seem to suffer, they seem to want to get better, but they don't do it. By the way, think about this too, if you might have something like that. So, how do you actually cure a panic attack? There is a specific practice. If you feel a panic attack coming on, maybe on the street, at a meeting, or at home, like if your hands start trembling, you feel like there's a lump in your throat, you stop, you can sit down somewhere and say to yourself, okay, I started this, it's all in my head. Thank you, buddy, I hear you. Yes, these are signs that I must have been under a lot of stress somewhere, but I didn't pay attention to it, and now you've decided to remind me that I'm living with some internal stress and not dealing with it. Thank you. All right, I'll take care of this. As soon as you say that, your body will stop producing those symptoms. At the end, you can say something magical like, if you want, you can ramp up these symptoms or just let them fade away. The first time you see it working, the next time a panic attack starts, it'll work even faster. As soon as you start talking to yourself and focus on your own state, the panic attack will already start to subside. Malik, come here. Let me finish helping these people and then we'll go for a walk, okay? But what are we doing here? We're just dealing with the symptoms. But we really need to understand the root cause of your panic attacks. Only then can they truly be cured. And it only takes a few short sessions of inner work. It's all very possible. And the most interesting thing is that I've cured so many people of panic attacks and decided that I want to help even more people. So I gathered a group of clinical psychologists, and together with them, we trained several language models. That's why you can find the Dzeny app in the App Store. It's an AI psychologist that works perfectly, just like a real psychologist. So when you start talking by voice or texting, by the third minute, you'll feel like you're really talking to a psychologist. And there you can find out the cause of your panic attacks, understand where it comes from, what to do about it, and how to treat it. And then just live your most wonderful, best, and healthy life. So Dzeny is like a psychologist 24/7. Because some people work a lot and can't see a psychologist during the day, they do it at night with our Dzeny app. There is, by the way, another very interesting practice called the inner child. This can also be done during panic attacks. You can use it then. So, if you're alone in a room, you can allow yourself to lie down or sit in a comfortable chair. So you lie down, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths in and out, and then imagine yourself as a child around 5 or 6 years old. And each time you will see yourself in completely different states. And your task is to calm the child down. You can even ask the question, what's happening to you? Why are we feeling this way right now? Why did a panic attack come to us? And the inner child will either answer you or won't answer you at all. But your task is to calm him down. That is, to start saying the kindest words, that I am with you, and together we will now cope with any symptom. If someone scared you or hurt you, then I'm with you. You tell me, and I will definitely help you. I am your very best adult. I'm the one who will help you and won't let anyone hurt you. The inner child will calm down, and when you come to your senses, breathe and open your eyes, you'll already feel much better. This work goes through the unconscious, with your body, with your mind. And this, by the way, is a very cool practice. You can practice it from the age of 25 when you've grown up, collected all the traumas from childhood, and start, just as Carl Jung said, to find yourself through the self. We're slowly moving away from the ego and finding our true self, yes, and healing ourselves. You can do it with the help of the Dzeny app. So live your healthy life. Panic attacks are treatable. The most important thing is to address them. And since you're already watching this video, it means you're already interested in getting better, and you'll definitely succeed. So, I'm Valentina Lipskaya, a clinical psychologist and the founder of the Dzeny app. I wish you health and to live your best life.